Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Basement Monsters Gameday podcast on Sports Zone Chicago. There's about 14 seconds left for me, at least. I know I think mine's a little delayed. Where I was on the Smoke Fellows podcast, and we had Ben. I think Ben was a little ahead of all the rest of us. But Bills just scored. It was about to go up, hopefully after the extra point, 14-10. Huge turn of events. That's like, I think it was. Were they on the 2 or 3? I'm not sure. They were within the 5 for sure. The Indianapolis Colts, that is, and they get stuffed. They weren't allowed to score points. Drop pass in the end zone by Michael Pittman Jr., a guy that we both like, a young player. A young player that I think is very talented and has a bright future, but that's got to be made. And then you see what happened with Buffalo and how quickly they could score. And it was like it was big play after big play after big play. Constantly going to the booth. There was a couple catches along the sideline that were questionable, but just so damn close. And then the interception, which I thought at first glance I was like, oh shit, like that's huge for the Colts. But then, once they got the right camera angle and a little zoomed in, you could see that the ground clearly helped Rodgers catch the ball. It was brought back, and you had a 20-something yard. I think it was a little less than 20. It was a long run for Josh Allen on a quarterback draw. Who would have saw that? I was like, that's a smart play with a quarterback that could take off like him. Yeah, the Bills are moving, but I'll say this: the Colts had something with their offense. They had something going in that last drive. They were just destroying the secondary for the Buffalo Bills, and I feel like if they could continue that, if they could just take this one on the jaw, take this one on the chin, come back in the second half, continue to stay motivated and stay hungry. I think that they could keep it close. If they get dejected, it's over because Buffalo will. They're at home. It's been the first time in a long time. These guys are, this team is the team that's supposed to right all wrongs. I feel like for Buffalo, you know what I mean. Like this is probably a team that they're very excited about. Well, since the last time, maybe I don't know. This Buffalo team is very, very dangerous, and I know the people up there are very, very happy. So it's gonna be interesting to see if the Colts can match that intensity from Buffalo going forward.
Yeah, it's the Colts are right there. I mean, they've done everything they did. I mean, they pretty much held Josh Allen in check up until this last 10, 30 seconds, whatever it was.
Right.
I think they're doing everything that they need to be doing. I think that run game's starting to look good. Michael Pittman's had ripped off a couple big ones. Mo Alley Cox has been in there. Even been in there. So I mean, they're doing exactly what they need to do. That defense, just needs to tighten down. And we've seen Indianapolis in some games earlier this year that come out that first half, and play a first half and whatever happens. But then in that second half, you see them clamp down, and that's when the guys start getting in position. They start bringing the blitz a little bit more, and then that's when they really start attacking and running downhill at the quarterback. So I don't think they're gonna fold here. I think that they're right. I think that I think they're right there. They're within striking reach. Now, if it gets to be, a 10, 14-point lead, something like that, going in the third quarter, and they start getting more than that, then I think, it's probably all they wrote. But if they could keep them within 7, I think Indianapolis is in this till the end.
I think you're right. I don't like not running the ball there. For the Colts, if you're in the red zone, you're pretty much. Like I said, I got to go look exactly where they were when it got turned over. But then, like I said, it could have been like the 3. It might as well have been you might as well put it on the line and said, hey, go try it out. But I think they should have ran. I think they should have ran the ball with Jonathan Taylor. You have big, strong offensive linemen. That middle's tough. So I just don't understand it passing the ball there with Phillip Rivers, especially since he got flushed out. Like he was on the move trying to throw that ball. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like attacking them with the run there would have been better off, but who knows? I mean, it's been an entertaining game, like you had predicted, to say the least.
Yeah, I know it's great offense, great defense. I mean, it's exactly what you want. They say defense wins championships, so we'll see if they can pull this one out. But like I said, I mean, you can't be mad at what Rivers is doing either. He's throwing the ball everywhere. And Buffalo's kind of scratching their head sometimes when he's throwing the ball. So, I feel like the Colts have them right where they want them. I feel like, that first half, they're going to go back. They're going to see what worked in the first half. They're going to come out in the second half and probably run some of the things we saw in the first half, and then they're going to try to expose them with some new things that they're going to put in there. But they cannot stop running that football whatsoever. I mean, they have to use their full attack. They can't get one dimensional. Maybe a few more passes out of the backfield. And then, if they get the lead, then I can see, just run heavy. But like I said, I think they're going to come back out in the second half. I think they're going to clamp down, and this one's going to go right down to the wire.
I think that's exactly how it's going to happen. It's just they're going to tighten up. Things are going to get close. Both teams need to continue to run. I know you saw a big run from Josh Allen, but I mean, I like the chunk plays. Like I like the big chunk plays, but like you need to continue. You need to continue that attack. It's one thing if they continue to keep Josh Allen in the pocket because he can't. You eliminate his mobility. But if you can run now they're gonna have to stay true to that when you play action, and you could get Josh Allen out of the pocket. Right now they're doing a good job at keeping him right there, and he's not being that mobile. You saw that, like you said, they were pretty much bottling him up. He's only 11 for 16 for 138 and a touchdown, but it's not the Josh Allen that we're used to. But give the Colts credit; they're a great defense. I just feel like Josh Allen, the playmaker, he could beat you in many ways. I wouldn't be surprised if he's the leading rusher. I would be nervous to continue to run him. But like I said, with that being said, I wouldn't be surprised if he led the team in rushing at the end of the game.
Oh no, I mean that's unfortunately that is probably their best runner. Best chance they got to get anything over 50 yards.
Right.
Singletary is he's just too damn small. He's quick, but I don't know about his speed. Sometimes I think that he should be beating these guys to the outside, and they're tracking him down. He's obviously not going to run between the tackles just because of his size. Zach Moss is kind of the opposite. Like he could take more of a pounding in there in between the tackles, but he's not going to beat you outside by any means. So yeah, but I think if Buffalo needs one more thing to really push them over the hump. If they get a solid running back, then this team's going to be tough to stop.
Yeah, no, that's no doubt. Time of possession is controlled completely by Indianapolis. 1941 to 10-19 in minutes. That's good for the Colts. Just keep that offense off the field. Keep attacking. Keep attacking with the ground. You were carving up that secondary, like I said, pretty well. Phillip Rivers is 13-19, 167, no touchdowns, no picks. But Jonathan Taylor, I like the fact that he has 14 carries. I'll point that out because Jonathan Taylor is going to be a huge part of that second half if the Colts want to come back in this game and get the victory. 14 is good. I need about 14 more. You know what I'm saying? Like I need about 14 more. Control that clock, keep running that clock out, keep that offense off the field for Buffalo, and see if you could win it late. You know what I mean? Like this is strategic. This is it gets to be chess at this point in the season with these coaches and these teams. So you gotta be smart with your pieces. Use Jonathan Taylor if you're the Colts.
Oh yeah, no, that's their number one Well, first of all, they gotta come out. They gotta get down the field. They gotta score. I mean, that's first and foremost. They have to score. Then after that, they're deep. Like I said, I feel like the defense will clamp down. They have to. But yeah, once they get hopefully they can hold Buffalo without scoring, and then once they get the ball back, it's got to be heavy doses of Taylor and Hines. Just like you said, you don't want to let that Buffalo offense get out there and just start going crazy on you, because once Allen starts taking off and Diggs starts scooting and breaking routes and Beasley starts getting involved and even McKenzie, it could get ugly quick, and they can and any one of those guys could put the points on the board. We saw McKenzie with the long pass. Was it like a week or two ago? Beasley, he had a game just like a week or two ago, like 139, 140 yards, and then everybody knows what Diggs is capable of. So the Colts have to score and then stop Buffalo, and then they have to just get a healthy dose of that run, because like I said, you don't want Josh Allen out there with the ball in his hands too often. No, you don't. It's I mean, he's such a good player.
I think at least for the people I talk to, I think the consensus is Aaron Rodgers is the MVP this year at least. But man, Josh Allen, I mean, don't get me wrong, Pat Mahomes, of course, he's gonna always be he'll probably be in the argument every year until he retires. Let's just say that. But Josh Allen he makes a case, man. Where's about Josh Allen?
I agree. Yeah, I mean, I know everyone's saying nobody means more to a team. I beg to differ, because without Josh Allen, we're not even talking about Buffalo at this point. We probably haven't been talking about Buffalo for the past 6 weeks if there's no Josh Allen.
Buffalo is still searching. I'll say that if Josh Allen isn't on that team, he makes all the difference. Like there's no fighting it, no ifs, ands, or buts. He makes all the difference for that team. MVP considerations should be they're justified in my eyes. I feel like they should be plenty for him. We'll see. I mean, there's plenty. There's two other guys that are doing amazing jobs for their teams in Aaron Rodgers and Pat Mahomes. It's gonna be tough, but you're just having a good year when two guys that are probably going to be legends are having better, same or better years than you. It's going to be hard being that third man out.
Yeah, and they've also they've got that we've been in the league longer, stuff like that. So this is Josh Allen's third year,
right?
So I mean, but I mean, like they showed during the broadcast like his jumps of passing percentages, and it was something stupid. Like when the first year was like 52, then the next one was like 58, and then his next one was 69. So I mean, if he's on that kind of trajectory and he's moving like that, like it won't be any time. It'll come real quick that he'll start being in that MVP, and then maybe even taking one of those bad boys home if he keeps projecting like that.
Keep throwing to Michael Pittman if you're the Colts. 4 receptions, 6 targets, 4 receptions, and 91 yards. Keep throwing to him. Keep throwing to him. Mo Alley Cox, I feel like, and the tight ends need to get a little bit more involved. They have 3 targets between them. 1 catch for Mo Alley Cox. 2 catches, for Jack Doyle. Both about 28 yards, exactly 28 yards. That's not enough in my eyes. You need to attack the middle of the field against this Buffalo team, who's not they're not that strong. They're a decent defense. They're middle of the pack. I think they're ranked 14th or something in the league. They're not that strong. Attack if you're the Colts whenever you can. I think you need to work off that play action and work off of whatever Jonathan Taylor and the running backs do.
No, I agree with that 100%. Like I said, man, this is gonna. I have a feeling this is gonna come down to the wire. Like this is gonna be a last possession type of game. They're both, like I said, Phillip and them. To me, I feel like Phillip and them have the advantage because what he's doing to the secondary and how well their run game is going. So they can take the time off the clock, keep Josh Allen on the bench, go ahead and continue to dwindle it down, and then, like I said, maybe here at the last minute or so, go down and punch one in with holding the ball 7-8 minutes on a drive or something like that. So that's the reason that ought to even give Indianapolis the edge. I mean, obviously it's going to come down to plays and turnovers. If everybody could keep clean there,
Hey, look,
this would be a barn burner.
Phillip Rivers, dog, bro, he's led comebacks. He's led late comebacks before. Phillip Rivers has done this. This ain't his first rodeo. So
yeah, go back. What was it? 2 years ago when he came back and beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, that's right.
Last second.
Exactly. I think you're absolutely correct. A long drive late can seal the deal. I think that's where we're going. A long drive late could be could seal the fate of the team on defense, or the team on offense if they end up screwing it up.
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one, man. I like where this game's going. I'm excited for the next one too.
Yeah,
I feel like that one's gonna be a dogfight. I feel like that one's gonna be a lot of hitting, a lot of lights. We're gonna see a lot of lights in LA versus Seattle. So it's gonna be exciting. So stay tuned. We'll have the post game and then pre-game into LA Seattle after this. Anyway, guys, we'll see you after Bills-Colts. Hopefully it's a good half. I'm hoping for a good game. I hope for all three games to be good games. So until then, I'm Adam Vargas. That's Luke Nettles. This has been the Base Monsters Game Day podcast on Sports Zone Chicago.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.